This is going to be a short kind of informational video talking about gold. And what I have here are three different 14 karat gold pieces, or at least they all contain 14 karat gold. This piece here on the end, this pendant, is 14 karat gold electroplated. This is 14 karat gold filled, and this is 14 karat gold. So I want to talk about the differences, and we'll start over here on the end here. This piece is 14 karat gold electroplated. So that means it has a very, very, very small layer of gold on top of probably brass as the base metal there. It's a very small percentage. I believe on average electroplated items have 0.05% gold in them. And so if you had, 100 grams, 1% would be 1 gram, so you would have 0.05 grams of gold out of 100 grams of electroplated items. So a very small amount of gold. If you're out buying stuff at yard sales or at an auction or wherever, and there is gold electroplated items, and they'll be marked like 14 karat GE. The E means electroplated. Just treat that stuff like other costume jewelry. You might be a little bit easier to sell it. In my experience, it has been slightly easier to sell it than other costume jewelry, but it's not really any more valuable because it's just such a small amount of gold, and it wears off pretty quickly if it's been worn much, and then once it wears off, it usually looks pretty terrible. Alright, then of course on the other end here's solid 14 karat gold, obviously just marked 14 karat marked 14K, 14KT. Sometimes if it's high quality gold, it'll be marked 14KP. That P stands for plum. Sometimes people mistake that P for plated, so you have to be careful with that. But that's 14 karat gold. We should all be familiar with that. But on this piece in the middle, this is 14 karat gold filled. Now this is the one that sometimes people mess up with. Sometimes people see that 14 karat GF and they think that it's similar to electroplated in being basically a worthless amount of gold, and that's not the case. I believe if it's not marked otherwise, 14 karat gold filled means it's 1/20th 14 karat. Usually they're marked. For example, this piece is marked. A lot of times it's 1/20th, so 1/20th of the weight is the gold. This one is marked 1/10th, so this is 1/10th of this total weight here is 14 karat gold. I know that this earring, this one earring weighs about 2 grams, and so that means it's 0.2 grams of 14 karat gold here. So that's actually a substantial amount of 14 karat gold, not to be overlooked. I mean, it's certainly way better off than the tiny little amount of gold that's over here in your gold plated items. So when you come across items that are gold filled, definitely worth picking them up if you can get them cheap, because there is a substantial amount of gold there. Now sometimes I sell gold filled items just for what they are as jewelry, and you can do okay there. But even if they're broken or there's stuff wrong with them, whatever is up with them, I set aside, if I can't sell them easily as jewelry, then I set them aside and I get a big lot of stuff that's gold filled together, then I sell it as one big lot on eBay, and people will buy that to refine. And so you can always sell a 14 karat gold filled 1/20th, 1/10th, 1/12th, whatever the portion happens to be. You can always sell that stuff as gold scrap. And so just keep in mind these differences when you're out there buying, or when you're looking at gold items. Gold electroplated, pretty much a negligible amount of gold. 14 karat gold pure, of course, that's what you would most like to find. But then if you do find this gold filled stuff, it's definitely worth taking a look at because it has some value as gold.